Welcome to I'll Learn. Today we're starting an exciting journey into the world of fractions. Fractions are everywhere. Whether you're slicing a pizza, sharing candy with friends, or measuring ingredients for a recipe. But what exactly is a fraction? That's what we're going to figure out today. The definition we're going to use for a fraction is part of a whole, part of the entire thing. If we look at this circle here, this is one whole circle. All the pieces are here. We would call this a whole, one whole circle. If instead we only had three equal parts of this circle, we can't call it a whole anymore. This is where we need a fraction to describe how much we have. This is an example of how a fraction is written. The number on the bottom is called your denominator, and your denominator tells you how many pieces are in the whole. Again, when we say whole, we're talking about the entire thing. So if this were a candy bar, it would be cut into 4 equal pieces. The top number is called our numerator. Our numerator tells us how many pieces you have out of the whole thing. Again, the bottom number is our denominator and tells you how many pieces are in the whole thing. And the top is the numerator, and it tells you how many of those pieces you have. As an example, let's say we have a watermelon, and our watermelon is cut right down the middle. If you look at this watermelon, we have one piece over here and one piece over here, 2 pieces. So any fraction we write needs to have a 2 in the denominator. Now, if we are thinking about just one of the pieces, maybe just this side, then our fraction would be 1 out of 2 pieces. This is half of the watermelon. This is the other piece, the other half of the watermelon. If we want to look at a candy bar, maybe you're going to share it with your friends. You're going to break it into 3 equal pieces. Looking at this and counting the pieces, you know that your denominator has to be a 3. If we're thinking about just how much you're going to get, this piece here, then you can say you have 1/3 of the candy bar. This piece represents 1/3 of the candy bar. This is another third of the candy bar, and so is this. If we have a pizza and we take our pizza and we cut it into 4 pieces, we know that our denominator is going to be 4, and any piece you take out of this is going to be 1/4. Each piece of the pizza is 1 of the 4 pieces. Let's take a look at maybe a little more realistic example of having a pizza. Most pizzas are cut into 8 equal sections. Now let's say you had 3 people come and eat some of your pizza. This lady ate 1, this man ate a second, and this boy ate a 3rd piece of pizza. If we're wondering how much of the pizza was eaten, we're going to need a fraction. We know that because there are 8 total pieces, my denominator is going to be 8. And then I'm going to think how many of these pieces were eaten. Well, I see 1, 2, 3. 3/8 of this pizza has been eaten. I can also ask and answer the question, how many pieces are left over? Well, just like before, my whole pizza still has 8 pieces, so that's what my denominator needs to be. If I count the pieces left over, I see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces left over, or 5/8 of the whole pizza is left. To review what we've talked about today, we've defined a fraction as part of a whole. We learned that the numerator is the number on the top of the fraction, and that tells us how many pieces we have. The denominator is the number on the bottom of the fraction, and that tells us how many pieces are in the whole thing. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found it helpful, like and subscribe. Thank you.